Glad to be here.
Okay, and we are being live streamed as well. So that means I get to start. So, hey, everybody, my name's Harlequin Murray. I am a senior team leader and your co-host. And I get the honor and privilege of welcoming everybody. And if you're here for the first time, welcome. We're excited to get to know you. Looking forward to it. But I also get to introduce my dear friend, Miss Ellen Winn, who is our senior team leader, and she's my enroller. I'm blessed to have her, but you know what? We all have her, and she is a fountain of knowledge. But anyways, I've known her for 20 years now, and I have been in DAC with her a little over 6 years. She's been in for 7. So we've got a lot of knowledge there. So, anyways, for those of you who are not familiar with Ellen, she has a wealth of experience. She has been working in the business world. She worked in the restaurant industry for many years, worked her way up to being the district manager for the state of Georgia for Domino's Pizza, was also responsible for training for all those stores, and she also started her own pizza chain. Um, she had 2 locations, and before she said, you know what, I've had enough of this, and let me do something different. But she is still a business owner today. Besides her DAC business, she owns a limousine company as well as a life and health insurance agency. And she's got a lot of experience with that. When I met her, she was also in and working for a network marketing company. She was my upline in that organization, but she was the national training director for that company. So she is phenomenal with systems and with training. But she is coming to you live from Dallas, Georgia, which is where she was born and raised. And without further ado, Miss Ellen, go ahead and take it away.
Thanks, Harlequin. Oh my gosh. I feel really old when I listen to all of the stuff that I've done. No, it's all true. And boy, I've had a lot of good stuff happening. And I get to play a lot of golf because of those businesses that I have. I was in a golf tournament today. I was telling Harlequin when I first logged on here tonight, I'm going, man, today is finally catching up with me. It's been a very long day, beautiful weather, but I came in from the tournament. I had some calls and emails to catch up on. I've been on a 2 hour Zoom prior to getting on here tonight. So let's get into it. I've got some good stuff to cover. And Harlequin, I always appreciate you being here, helping with this and making yourself available to answer questions. But I've got a slideshow with some folks that I want to recognize. So let me get us into that. And after we go through this, guys, if y'all have questions or comments, whatever, you'll be able to raise your hand and we'll do a Q&A at the end. Okay, so let me get us in the slide share and do that first. All right, first I want to recognize our top recruiters for last week, the 13th through the 19th. You had to have 2 or more recruits to be recognized as a top recruiter. So this week we had myself, tied with Dawn over at Fast Commercial Capital. Each of us had 2 new recruits for the week, so congratulations for being on the leaderboard there. We had several brokers who had 1 new recruit, and want to congratulate you as well. We just don't put your name in lights unless you had 2 or more. But so congratulations to anyone who had a new recruit last week. Also, if you had conversations and you invited someone to take a look at DAC, congratulations to you too for getting across that start line and getting conversation started. It's just a matter of time before you're going to be able to be recognized for your success there. And it may not be 2 in 1 week, but if you just continuously put the message out there, over time, your business will grow. I share the story time and time again that my first 30 days in DAC, because I invited a few people the day that I got started and I started recruiting. I brought in one guy who brought in a huge team, and these were people that were in the B2B space. So my first 30 days, at the end of 30 days, I had over 300 people on my team simply because I got started and I wasn't shy about being excited about what we had here with DAC. So you can do the same. It's just a matter of continuously getting the word out until you find the right people to have some explosive growth in your organization. All right. Also, want to congratulate folks who have gotten started and already completed training in their first 7 days. Now, I did a 2 week look back, and that's what I'm doing each week. Hopefully, I'm not overlooking anyone. I had some people that we recognized last week, and let me see. Hang on a second. Did I do this again? I think I posted that. Oh my gosh, I did this last week, guys. Harlequin, take over for a minute. I apologize. I thought I replaced that, and I think I left the same slide up that I had last week. Can you talk for just a second? Let me take a
Yeah,
look at this.
yeah, that would be a slight challenge there.
Yeah, I apologize. I
So,
told you it's been a long day. Let me get off of slide share, stop share.
okay.
Here we go. I'm gonna cut my camera off for 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, while we are waiting, we've got somebody coming in the room, but trying to think, putting me on the spot here, Miss Ellen. But yeah, so I have a couple of different things happening tomorrow. I've got a couple of phone calls with prospective brokers, so that's going to be fun and exciting. And I think I've got one with a prospective client as well. So anyways, but yeah, just keep on doing things, people. And Miss Ellen, you're ready good because you didn't give me any notice on that one this time.
Sorry, thank you. I did change out the slide, and again, I apologize. It's like I came in trying to get ready so quickly so that the slides were ready so that I could do the Zoom that I just did and be here on time. I forgot, but I did actually change it out. So what I had on there was accurate. Let me pop that back up, and here we go. Okay, so want to recognize everyone that got started and also got certified in their first 7 days with DAC. And this is a 2 week look back. So congratulations to Chambers and Company, eFortune, Earl Murray, Elevate Training Club, Juliet Burton, Kamel Damani, Katie Ramirez, La Poche LLC, Michaela Logan, Villafane Endeavors Group, and Wealth Training Group. So, congratulations, you guys. What I am seeing time and time again is folks who are getting started and getting certified in their first 7 days are the majority of the people that are getting certified. If someone gets started and they're not taking that initiative to do it in their first week, at least within their first 2 weeks, most people aren't getting certified at all. So they're losing that enthusiasm and excitement that they first saw and felt when they first enrolled as a DAC broker. So encourage your new recruits to go get plugged into the training system so that they are getting started the right way with DAC. All right. And let's see. Hey, it was payout. We've had a couple of payouts here that are once a month payouts, and I wanted to bring this slide up. This is a screenshot from the compensation plan. So on the 15th of this month, each and every month, unless it's on a weekend, we receive our 5 level pay. Okay. And there are many people on my team who should be earning on a team because they have a team that is producing. But my question to you is, if you have a team that is producing, are you qualified to earn on that team? And if so, how deep are you earning? So I want to touch on this for just a minute because I was very pleasantly surprised at my 5 level payout this past week on the 15th. That came through on my phone, and I'm going, wow, what was that? I thought that I had a new funding or something, but it was my 5 level payout. So, guys, if you're a certified broker, you're automatically eligible to earn on any bonus revenue that is created or generated by your first level brokers, meaning people that you have personally enrolled. Harlequin said that I'm her enroller, so Harlequin is level one to me, okay? Because I personally enrolled her, she's my level one. Anybody that Harlequin has enrolled in the business is her level one, but my level two. And anyone, let's say Harlequin enrolled Bob, Bob is level two to me. Bob enrolls people, that's level three to me, and so on. So I can get paid on 5 levels deep, but the beauty of this on this 5 level pay is that it compresses. So I may have someone 25 levels deep in my team and that produces a funding, brings in a funding client, and looking 25 levels deep in my team, if there are not 5 people in between me and them that are earning, that are certified brokers and eligible to earn on them, then that 25th level person in my group compresses all the way up. So compression is huge in this 5 level pay, but the first way for you to start getting paid on this is to make sure you're certified. Again, that makes you eligible to earn on your personally enrolled brokers bonus revenue. You're going to earn 4%. All right, right here, level one, 4% of whatever bonus revenue they created the previous month. So on the 15th of October, we got paid on everything that took place in the month of September. Okay. To get paid on second level, third level, fourth level, fifth level, you need to have personally enrolled, qualified, certified brokers. What is a qualified, certified broker? Well, they can be one of two ways. They are considered qualified. Certified is just going through the training, right? But to be qualified, you either have to be within your first 30 days, you're automatically considered qualified, or you have to have 1,000 in personal bonus revenue on a rolling 6 month period. Okay, so it might be you had a $2,000 bonus revenue client last month in September, then that goes through October, November, December, January, February, March. Then that 2,000 carries you all the way through March of being qualified, right? Without getting any new customers. Obviously, you want to work towards getting new customers because that's going to help you climb the compensation level so that you're earning more on new clients, and it also increases your team override spread. But that's how you get to be qualified. So those of you that are recruiting, if you have 3 new brokers start within the month, and if those 3 new brokers get certified in their first 30 days, that automatically gives you 3 qualified certified brokers. Why? Well, they went through certification, and the qualification came because they're in their first 30 days. So you can get these qualified certified brokers by simply just bringing in new people every month and making sure people are going through that certification. And that can qualify you to earn on additional levels deep in your organization. Okay, I wanted to bring that slide up, and one more here, just a reminder what our call schedule is, and then we'll go to Q&A. Every day, Monday through Friday, DAC Corporate leads a 10-minute daily huddle. We say 10 minutes. It's targeted to be 10. It goes 15, 20 minutes, depending on who's talking and how many questions there are. But this huddle actually opens up at 11:20 every morning, and that's at daczoom.com. So it's usually David Rutz, our company founder, opening it up, excuse me, allowing people to announce where they're coming in from, and giving shout outs to their team or something that they've done positive to build their business, sharing in their excitement and enthusiasm, right? So it's a great way to get fired up and motivated, and it's a great way to hear what other people are doing to have success. In that 10-minute huddle, there's always a couple of examples of funding stories that have happened recently. A lot of times, funding stories that came through that morning, someone that got approved or someone that just got funded. So you want to plug into those and you can hear the details of that. And that gives you an opportunity to share with other people. You don't have to give any names or anything. You can always claim that funding as if it's your own by saying something as simple as, we helped a hair salon do whatever, and whatever that testimonial is, say we did. My company did because my company is DAC, right? And this happened through DAC. So you don't have to claim it yourself. That wouldn't be honest, but you can say we did or my company helped a client with this. And sharing those stories really gets attention and it gets people's ear to paying attention to what you do. Okay. And then that huddle on Friday, it starts out with the huddle and then it goes into our weekly updates and it's always a longer Zoom. But those are great. I encourage you to plug into those if you can, even if you're working, if you can just slot those 10 minutes to jump on and hear some of the good things that are going on, I think it'll really help you and motivate you in your business. And then every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we do this Zoom. I do these just to be able to support those of you that especially can't get on during the day and can't see those. They're not being recorded. David had mentioned that he's working towards streaming those on Facebook, but I haven't seen any evidence of that yet. I was not on today's huddle simply because I was on the golf course. I was playing in a tournament and was not on that huddle today. So Harlequin, I had to get a recap from her when I came in. But that's our schedule. I'm gonna go off of Zoom here, or yeah, go off of screen share and open up to see if anybody's got any questions or anything there in the chat. Good evening, everyone. Lisa
Ray,
Aaron, I see you're on here. Your client actually got funded, and I know you got a commission. If you want to share, I'd love to hear from you.
Ellen, I think I was speaking over you when you said the name of the person.
Lisa Heron.
Okay. And
Yep,
Ray and Tom also have their hands
I'm
up.
here.
I
Can
see
you hear me
that.
okay?
Yeah, I can, Lisa.
Okay, actually, I can get on too. How's
Hey,
everybody tonight?
super excited for
How you
you.
doing?
Doing good. How
Thank
are
you
you
so
doing?
much. I am doing well. I am definitely like, okay, got to keep this going, this momentum. Um, but it worked out, everything I've learned from you all, everybody. Thank you so much, everyone, for your congrats. Um, just being present and listening. So the good thing was he did the funding, but he stalled because he was also working with the company to see if he could get, as he said, a better rate and better. He said a bigger amount and better terms. Um, I said, you're a business owner. Do what you feel you need to do. Send anything. But he did it, of course, after he had initially signed on with us. So they could see that the world of lending is kind of small, especially when you're dealing with the top. So they could see that he had already um, applied, and then I guess he could never get what he needed from them. And I let him know that, what they're saying is incorrect because one, you haven't accepted a funding from us. All you did was apply, and you can apply as much as you want. You haven't accepted anything. So it was about a week and a half, and I kept redirecting him to Wade. I said, just talk to Wade, like talk to Wade. He asked, is it going to be a hard pull, a soft pull on his credit? I said, Wade's going to answer that for you. Just, talk to Wade. So he and I stayed in touch. I made sure I, call him every other day or and see how things was going just in general. And then he finally talked to Wade. And then this past Thursday, I get a text from Ellen saying he accepted the full funding. And I was like, okay. So
That's
yeah,
awesome.
it felt good. And I'm ready to 10 more this week.
Excellent. Well, and Lisa,
Thank you so
congratulations to
much.
you. I know you've been a consistent attendee on our Zooms for months, and I know you have been diligent about showing up. And that's the first part of being successful here is showing up. And it may not be that you show up this week and you take action, but the fact that you're showing up and you're listening and you're trying to keep that motivation and keep that knowledge and stay on top of what the latest information is key. But congratulations to you. I'm really proud of you. And by the way, those of you that heard her say that I said I sent her a text. The only way I knew she got a funding was I had talked to Wade Cordell himself, and he said, Lisa Heron is in your team, right? And I said, she sure is. And he said, well, I just wanted to let you know that her client we just got him funded, and so you can reach out to her. So he wanted me to know that, but I don't see those details. So if you have clients in the funnel, I don't see those details at all. I just happen to get the news directly from Wade. But congratulations, Lisa. I appreciate you popping on here unexpectedly to give your testimonial. All right. Anything else you want to say real quick before we go to someone with their hand up?
I want to say to everyone, just keep plugging away, just keep going. And, it can feel discouraging when it's like, oh, they're not going to take the funding. And I'm sure there's many that don't. And I'm sure I'm going to come across that too. But just keep plugging, keep letting those businesses know that we are here to help them. And that's all we do, right? Present the information and stay connected as David says, inform, meet, greet, and inform. That's all we got. That's how. Thank you, Ellen.
That's it. Thank you. All right. I'm going to go to Ray and ask Ray to unmute. Hey, Ray, how are you tonight?
Good evening, Ellen. How you doing?
Excellent. Thank you.
Okay, so I have a question. So I know last week Dave mentioned about changing the site from David Allen Capital to Bank Breezy. So when he does that, will the brand David Allen Capital be still somewhere on that site, or will it just be officially Bank Breezy?
Great question. Great question. Thanks for asking that. Okay, so for those of you that may have already been playing with it, I've had a few agents say, hey, can I use this now? Because if you go to bankbreezy.com/your ID number, it's populating your information at the top. They're currently testing the replication, but it's not ready to go yet. So don't lead with that page. I asked that question specifically, Ray, but when I saw that and was testing, and my comment to David was, hey, it's going to be a lot better if this is co-branded because we've been marketing ourselves as DAC brokers. So if we're giving them Bank Breezy and there's no DAC information there, it's going to be confusing to the client. And he responded that it's going to be co-branded. So again, the site's not ready to use. Now, it's not going to be instead of David Allen Capital. You're going to have your David Allen Capital pages. You can continue using the website as you have it, but if you prefer, you'll be able to, once they give us the go-ahead, you'll be able to use that Bank Breezy site instead. So it'll be one or the other from what I'm understanding right now.
So there hasn't been a email notification on that yet, has it?
No, we've not been notified that it's good to go.
Okay, that's what I want to know.
It's still in testing, and the replication. When I was planning with it the other day, the replication was not carrying over from the main page into the form. When you clicked on apply now, it wasn't carrying all of that data over. So you definitely don't want to use it until we get the word from corporate that they're good to go. They've tested and have all the redundant redundant systems in place that it's going to work 100%.
Okay, so they'll send out an email to notify.
Yeah, you'll be notified on that.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You bet. Thank you. Thanks for paying attention.
You're welcome.
All right. Hey, Tom, how are you doing tonight?
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay. Good evening, Ellen and Harlequin. Always a pleasure to get with you ladies. I just wanted to reach out and encourage the entire team to take a serious look at the huddles if you're not making those for one reason or another. It's a daily learning process, much less just the energy that gets your day started, but But a couple of the points that I enjoy is I look forward to the fundings that David brings out because I'm building a portfolio of different types of businesses that doesn't that takes the pressure off of me whenever I'm talking with a client and making these suggestions. I've used yours as an example with the small airlines company that needed an engine and was costing what 300,000 a month or something sitting there. Things like that we get every day on those huddles. And it's only 10, 15 minutes, out of your day, but man, what a way to get started. So I just wanted to encourage the entire team to take a serious look at it. If you haven't been on it or if you think it's too early or whatever, just take a break, take 10, 15 minutes and see what you're missing. But we're loving this. It's a great opportunity. Um, I'm looking forward to moving forward, and just glad to be on your team. Thank you so
Excellent.
much.
Well, thank you, Tom. Appreciate those kind words and really appreciate your feedback on the huddles as someone who I see you day in and day out on those huddles. And it really is a testament to everyone for you to be able to share that outside of me or Harlequin. So thank you for saying that.
Quite welcome. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Harlequin, do you have anything or do you see any comments or questions in the chat that we need to address before we wrap up?
No, they were just congratulations for Lisa.
Yeah.
Super excited.
Awesome. Anybody else got a success story that you want to share before we wrap? Got a lot of good stuff. I see some folks on here I haven't seen in a while. Good stuff. All right, guys. Well, like I said, it's been a long day for me, so I'm sure it has for you too. If we don't have anything else to address, then I'll wrap us up and hope to see you on an upcoming huddle tomorrow. I will be there tomorrow at 11:30. I'm not on the golf course tomorrow. All right, everyone. Have a blessed evening.